trigger a recall vote on Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. Also, an 8-year-old child is dead in Rock County. What we've learned about the death and how authorities are responding. And with another Wisconsin election just 22 days away, how you can be prepared if you plan on voting absentee. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for staying with us at 5, everyone. Today is the deadline to trigger a recall election of Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. The group Recall Vos says it has turned in more than 10,000 signatures to do so. Vos has been a target for the conservative wing of the Republican Party for years now. He faced a Trump-backed primary challenger in the 2022 election. Last month, the state's Ethics Commission accused multiple groups working on that primary of knowingly violating campaign finance law to try to oust the speaker. And now Vos appears poised to defend himself against another challenge. Political reporter Will Keneally is here with the details. Will?
Well, Susan, this could be a significant shakeup in the state legislature if this recall vote goes through. Vos is one of those politicians that controls most of what we see on the assembly floor. Politico actually once called him the shadow governor. That's just how powerful he is. But he's actually vulnerable. This was his last primary, the last time he faced a Republican. And as you can see, just this purple section is what separated them, 260 votes. And who knows what could happen with this recall.
This is just the beginning of the process.
In a matter of weeks, we could see Wisconsin's powerful assembly speaker have to fend off another challenge from the conservative wing of his own party. Organizers of the Recall Vos effort dropped off 10,000 signatures to the state's Elections Commission today, more than the 6,800 that they needed to successfully trigger the recall election.
As a Democrat, Republican, Independent, more like myself, you've all got your own reasons, and that's why we had such support, because he's failing on basically every avenue for so many people.
The State Elections Commission will meet tomorrow to discuss the recall petition. If approved, an election date will be set 6 weeks away.
You just got to come out, devote your time and effort, maybe, if this goes through, be a part of something historical.
At the same time, Vos could challenge the petition. In a statement, Vos alleges the recall campaign may have used illegal tactics to gather signatures. Vos says his team will investigate them further.
Right, there's still a lot to go, but we're in this for the long haul, so we're ready for the next step, but I'm going to recharge for a few days first.
Lots to get through here, and we'll know more when the WEC meets tomorrow, scheduled for 8 a.m.
Will, thank you. We should note a recall petition can be challenged by the office holder within 10 days of its filing. Once it is filed, all of the signatures on the petition will be posted online at badgervoterswi.gov, and the public can see them free of charge. If it is sufficient, the recall election will be held on the Tuesday of the 6th week after the recall petition is deemed sufficient. Next tonight at 5, an April-like start to the work week. Temperatures in the 60s, and it looks like it's going to stay here for the next couple of days. Let's get a look at your first warned forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is on the sunny weather patio. Alex?
Hey there, Susan. Yeah, sunny on the patio, a little bit on the breezy side, but that's the trade-off, these breezy conditions, which actually elevate the fire risk too, by the way. But that breezy weather is what's bringing in these warm temperatures. Let's take a look at some of those temperatures out there right now. 62 in Madison, a little warmer to the southwest, 67 in Verona, where that warm air, again, is coming from. Across all of southern Wisconsin, we've got a 7-1. Tide out towards Boscobel and out towards Prairie du Chien. That warm weather is going to continue to move towards the north and towards the east. A gorgeous evening is expected. Temperatures going down only into the 50s when you dial into our 10 o'clock show later tonight. I'll be here. But those temperatures, as you said, Susan, they're not going to stick around April-like for long. They'll crash on Thursday. Along with that, we will have precipitation on Thursday likely. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track that weather system hour by hour and also discuss if there could be some snowflakes with that system. That's coming up.
All right, Alex, thank you. The Rock County Sheriff's Office is continuing its investigation into the death of an 8-year-old child from Janesville. Authorities found the body in a home on West Miles Road. Sheriff's deputies responded to the missing child report just after 6 p.m. Saturday night. A person of interest is in custody, and there is no threat to the public. We're expecting to get more information on this in the coming days. A restaurant in Adams County County is considered a total loss after a fire over the weekend. The Adams County Sheriff's Office received a call just after 4 p.m. yesterday for a report of a kitchen fire at the Family Affair restaurant in the village of Friendship. Multiple fire departments assisted in the response. No injuries were reported, and the fire is not considered suspicious. The spring election and presidential primary are just a few weeks away, and if you plan to vote absentee and you haven't made a request, now is the time to do it. Today, our Kyle Pozorski visited the city clerk's office to hear just how much goes into sending them out, all of them out to voters.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you request an absentee ballot? Well, this is it. Behind me here in the Madison Municipal Building, people are working around the clock to put together ballots to send out to you to vote. Madison's clerk, Mayor Beth Witzel-Bell, tells me that more and more people are turning to mail-in absentee ballots as an option, a trend on the rise since the pandemic. In previous years, her office would only need to send out a few thousand ballots. Now,
over 13,000 absentees that must be mailed by tomorrow.
And it's not like they can just slack off. Getting the ballots out 24 hours after they're requested is a requirement by the state. Ballots only just came in Sunday night, and so the last 24 hours have been a bit of a rush to get them out.
There's been a lot of paper cuts.
When I visited the busy operation Monday afternoon, Witzel-Bell shared just how much goes into sending out the ballots. It's something she says most people don't think about.
Everything is done by hand and it's very labor intensive. We print labels and we have a mailing label to go on the outside envelope, another label to go on the inside envelope, and then we have to add the ballot.
And that's not even the half of it. Inside the envelopes includes a letter explaining how to vote, another from the state, and they also include that coveted I voted sticker. It all requires a lot of workers. On Monday, they had close to 100 come in to help out. As more absentee ballot requests come in, the clerk further tells me that they will continue to work until all those requests are filled and everything is sent out in the mail in time for you to vote. Reporting in Madison, Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
Kyle, thank you. The next round of ballots will be sent out to Madison voters at 9 tomorrow. The clerk's office says you can track your ballot by going to myvote.wi.gov. A search committee is now in place to find the new leader for the Wisconsin Technical College system. This after the retirement announcement from system president Dr. Morna Foy. WTCS's board chair, Mark Tyler, named the 7-person committee today. It consists of former board members and leadership teams at individual colleges. The committee will conduct initial interviews and make the final recommendations for the board to interview. Looking ahead now at 5, President Biden will be in the Badger State this week. In a news release, the White House says he will visit Milwaukee on Wednesday. It's part of a 2-day trip in the Great Lakes region. Milwaukee is the first stop, followed by a day trip to Saginaw, Michigan. More details on the president's trip to Milwaukee are expected in the next 2 days. Turning to some Packers news tonight, a huge splash in free agency for the green and gold as they've reached a deal with Pro Bowl running back Josh Jacobs. The 26-year-old becomes the new #1 running back. In 2022, he was first-team All-Pro, leading the NFL in rushing and total yards from scrimmage. Jacobs will be with the green and gold for the next 4 years, signing a $48 million deal. But unfortunately, it didn't come without a price. Packers announcing today they will be releasing Aaron Jones. Jones was a mainstay with the Pack over the last 7 years, finishing 3rd in Packers history in rushing yards and 4th in career rushing touchdowns. Jones wasn't the only longtime Packer to be released. After 11 seasons in Green Bay, All-Pro left tackle David Bakhtiari will not be returning to Green Bay. Injuries have kept Bakhtiari off the field the last 4 years, only playing in 13 of the possible 51 regular season games. When he was healthy, he was one of the best in the league at his position, collecting 5 All-Pro teams with two first teams and 3 second teams. In a tweet today, Bakhtiari thanked Green Bay for the last 11 years. Still ahead tonight at 5, Alex is here with a complete look at your first warn forecast. And despite the warmer stretch of weather, It is still respiratory illness season. We'll tell you what doctors are saying that you should do to stay healthy. And mixed numbers on Wall Street to start the work week. The Dow with a positive Monday, up 47 points. The Nasdaq falls 66. The S&P 500 loses 6. We'll be right back.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Spring Early Bird Event. Now through March 20th, we're showing extra appreciation to our rewards members with exclusive members-only deals. Right now, get a half-price Mobil 1 oil filter when you buy a 5-quart jug of oil. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Rewards members get an extra $25 instant savings and up to a $100 consumer rebate when you buy 4 Cooper tires. Shop unbeatable rewards member deals and more for just a limited time in-store or online at farmandfleet.com.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,000 total value on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Pella's free in-home consultations make replacing or redesigning your windows and doors easy. We go beyond just measuring and handing you a quote. We take the time to listen and educate you on all your product options so you can be confident in choosing the look and functionality that's right for you. And with DesignWorks, you can see what your home will look like before you buy. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 36 months when you order by March 31st. Set your free consultation at PellaWI.com.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they clash with the Celtics on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch as Giannis and the Bucks ship up to Boston to tangle with one of the top teams in the league in an Eastern Conference showdown. Don't miss it when the Greek Freak gets unleashed. Bucks, Celtics, on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Wednesday at 6:30 on WISC TV3.
A local teacher is suspended pending an investigation. We dive into the controversy addressed online and what the district had to say to our request for more information. Then we reveal our Spirit of Service winner. Meet a local hero tonight at 6.
Tonight at 6, a local hospital employee cooks up a plan to help coworkers reconnect as COVID recedes. I'll show you how a recipe project became a sweet mission to do something good.
There really is power in food.
Tonight at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
A local woman is working to do something good by way of a cookbook. Catherine Scott put a call out to her colleagues at SSM Health for any and all recipes that mean something to them at home. They used memories in the kitchen to create this Memorable Meals cookbook. It started as a way to help staff reconnect coming out of the pandemic, but it became so much more.
People have family traditions. They have maybe family recipes or things from a travel that they've made around the world. And if we could gather those together and tell stories about them, we'd make new connections for people.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 6, our Josh Spreiter shows us how community donations for the Memorable Meals cookbook are doing something good for local food pantries. We officially have a winner in our News 3 Now Spirit of Service campaign. We partnered with Vortex Optics in honoring local veterans who are doing amazing things in our community. We received close to 2,000 votes for the top 5 finalists on channel3000.com, and you, the viewers, ultimately chose Rob Drugsvald as the winner. This comes after 100 nominations were submitted by News News 3 Now viewers. Drugs Vault receives an unconditional $5,000 prize presented by Vortex. We want to congratulate all of the finalists for their hard work and dedication in the 608. Thank you for your service. Well, it may not feel like it because of how warm it is outside, but we are still in respiratory illness season. Our Jalen Banks joins us now with what experts say we should look for to stay healthy.
Outside of a few cold weeks, it's safe to say it's been an unseasonably warm winter, and despite that, the battle against respiratory illnesses continues. According to Public Health Madison and Dane County, the trend for respiratory illnesses are stable, but the levels remain high. This includes all respiratory illnesses. Of the main illnesses, the flu remains at a high level, while COVID and RSV are at low to moderate levels. But not all of these illnesses follow the same peak patterns.
COVID particularly doesn't necessarily follow some of these seasonal patterns that we see with some of these other respiratory illnesses. So it's not unusual for us to see a spike in COVID in the summer months, and that we've kind of seen that happening over the last couple of years.
And during this time, some urgent care facilities continue to see high numbers of patients coming in for these illnesses.
It's pretty amazing right now. There is so many respiratory viruses. In fact, that's probably more than 70% of what we're seeing in urgent care. So there's a lot of viruses around.
And Dr. Harkin attributes part of the increase to people being proactive in their care.
And now we actually, in some cases, do have some treatments for them. Obviously, for COVID, there's medications now to help shorten the symptoms, and the same obviously for flu as well. And so people just want to know what's wrong and what's happening.
As always, to stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep your distance if need be.
Jalen, thank you. And Public Health Madison-Dane County recommends those 65 and older receive another COVID booster ahead of the peak summer COVID spike. In other medical news, a new study has found that more than a third of teenagers think they spend too much time on their phones. Around 40% of the 1,400 teens surveyed say they log too many hours on smartphones and social media. That same percentage said they need to cut back, but admitted they feel anxious when they're without their phones. Just over half of those surveyed are happy with their screen time usage and feel no need to unplug. 2/3 say they believe the benefits of smartphone usage outweigh the potential harm. Well, it is a lovely evening to put down your phone and take a walk outdoors tonight. It's a great afternoon out there. Hi, Alex.
Hey there, Susan. Yeah, gorgeous afternoon out there. Just look at this picture here from our Capitol Skycam. How pretty is that? All sunlit Capitol, temperature right around 62 degrees. I do want to point out the humidity, the relative humidity is low. So our fire danger is high right now. Just wanted to point that out. 3 things that you need to get out of this forecast, staying April-like all the way through Wednesday. Showers middle to the end of the work week is going to transition us to a cooler weekend ahead. But even those temperatures in the 7 to 10 day forecast are going to be close to normal. Nothing normal about this right now. 62 in Madison. We got lower 70s over southwestern Wisconsin, and that's where the warm air is coming from. So more on the warm air coming into Dane County in just a moment. 62 again in Madison, 65 in Waunakee, and 66 Middleton. A little warmer to the southwest, our friends out towards Mount Horeb at 67. Gorgeous night, as Susan just said. Go for a walk, maybe grill, but just be careful with the fire danger out there with those temperatures dipping down only into the middle 50s when you join us again at the 10 o'clock show. Let's track our temperatures here as we go on past the 10 o'clock show. This is what you're going to wake up to on your Tuesday morning, 45. Our normal high temperatures are in the lower 40s for this time of year, for contrast. And then, as I said, these southwesterly breezes bringing in warmer temperatures will do near 70 in Madison and probably cracking the 70-degree mark over portions of southwestern Wisconsin. But then things are going to change. The temperatures are going to take a crash when we go towards your Thursday, 40s to near 50. But remember, normal highs are in the low to mid 40s. So only one day in this 10-day forecast is below normal. But what's going on right here with that change in those temperatures? Well, it's precipitation. We got a weather system that brings a good chance of rainfall to southern Wisconsin, widespread on your Thursday. And we need that because the drought conditions, especially north and west of Madison, are still in that severe category. So let's track it. We'll be first to showing you where this weather system starts, when it peaks, and when it ends. So it starts late Wednesday night going on into your Thursday morning. A few showers over southwestern Wisconsin. Lots of green, and we have green in the areas that really need it off to the north and to the west of Madison. Notice way, way, way to the north and west, a couple of pinks and a couple of blues. As this weather system ends on your Thursday night, could see a wet snowflake or two, so we'll be keeping an eye on that as that weather system comes to a close. Widespread quarter to a half inch of water across much of southern Wisconsin. We'll take it. Definitely keep tuning in. Hopefully we can increase these amounts because, again, we need it with those dry conditions out there. Warm through Wednesday, rainy and breezy on Thursday, cooler in our weekend ahead. And as we head into the weekend, look at that. Temperatures only 44 on St. Patty's Day, so you're going to have to dress up with lots of green on Sunday. Then as we head towards spring, temperatures, well, about normal for that time of year, but I think you probably want the 60-degree weather on spring, but we're going to have the 40s instead. Always good to send those photos to us, channel3000.com/weather. Just click that post your own button. So traffic time here. Let's see what we got going on out on the roads right now. Hopefully it loads up here. There we go. 67 eastbound. That's a bit speedy there. 64 on 12 eastbound. Northbound and southbound looking pretty good right now. It's a gorgeous night. Maybe even crack the windows open in your car a little bit. 70 miles per hour north and southbound. And then as we go up towards our friends up towards Wisconsin Dells, going at a pretty good clip at 70 miles per hour. But just remember, as we head towards Thursday, the driving conditions probably not going to be quite as nice because you'll need your windshield wipers on Thursday.
All right, Alex, thank you. Just ahead at 5, how a photo posted to social media led to some questions by the public and an apology from Kate Middleton. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
No more waiting to see a general surgeon. Stoughton Health can see you within a week. We accept over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan and Quartz. Ask for Dr. Aaron Schwab, board-certified general surgeon. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
What's your up north? No matter what up north means to you, we've got you covered. Everything for your weekend lifestyle is at the new Up North Expo, March 15th through 17th at Alliant Energy Center in Madison. See and test the latest products. Shop home furnishings. Learn how to play pickleball. Meet builders and real estate pros. Chow down at tasty food trucks. Grab a friend and join the fun at the new Up North Expo, March 15th through 17th, Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Think Sloan's first.
You know, the big thing about Sloan's is the ease of doing business. They make everything simple. We choose Sloan's and John Deere because we have availability of equipment, quality service, quality parts, and they have the ability to keep us up and running.
Deere season is on now at Sloan Implements. Get your John Deere Z500 series with 0% for 36 months. That's only $117 per month.
Power up with Sloan's. Think Sloan's first.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde, running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of a billion-dollar bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LISC procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Official photos of Britain's royal family always get plenty of attention, but the latest one stirred new controversy and prompted an apology from Prince William's wife, Kate. Ian Lee has the story from London.
The royal photo of Kate and her 3 children is the first official image we've seen of the princess since her abdominal surgery nearly 2 months ago. When it was splashed across front pages, something wasn't quite right, and Kate is now apologizing for the confusion, posting on social media Monday, "Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing." That editing led several news outlets, including Reuters and the Associated Press, to pull the photo from publication, as they have strict rules about altering images. Agencies pointed to a missing part of Princess Charlotte's sleeve and the misalignment of Kate's zipper. The snap, taken by Prince William, was released on Mother's Day here in the UK and meant to reassure the public about Kate's health.
And I think what was designed to be an informal shot of family life on Mothering Sunday has sadly and unfortunately backfired on her quite badly at a time when she probably needs peace and quiet.
The Princess of Wales made her last official appearance on Christmas Day, attending church with the other royals. The palace has kept details about her surgery private, leading to rampant rumors about what's going on. With King Charles being treated for cancer and Prince William attending royal events alone in recent weeks, the Photoshop fiasco is just the latest chapter in the book of royal speculation. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
While palace officials won't reveal the reason for Kate's surgery, Prince William and Kate's office confirmed it is not cancer related. We're back with a final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Dale, what's going on, man?
I'm remodeling and I'm looking for a new tankless water heater.
You know, Menards always has Richmond water heaters in stock. I'm headed that way now. You want to go?
You read my mind. Let's do it. Man, you ever take off that fire suit?
I sleep in this thing.
All right. Man, these stores are incredible. I love having them as a partner.
Me too. For the best tankless options, come to Menards for Richmond water heaters.
And all your home improvement projects.
Save big money at Menards.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Americans are doing their best to get by, but with an uncertain economy and prices still rising, budgets are stretched thin. And Washington's new capital regulation is another bill Americans can't afford. Basel III Endgame will make loans, utilities, and groceries more expensive and make it harder to access credit. Families, seniors, farmers, and small businesses are already struggling to make ends meet. Washington needs to scrap Basel III Endgame and start over.
Big bloomin' deals all over the store during our huge spring home sale at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 50% off list means big savings. Brighten up your spring with Adirondack chairs in 5 colors. Update your living room for just $445. Relax, recline, and save as low as $249. Save up to 50% on select Tempur-Adapt floor models, plus so much more, like totally free shipping with no minimum. Shop now at the big spring home sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they clash with the Celtics on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch as Giannis and the Bucks ship up to Boston to tangle with one of the top teams in the league in an Eastern Conference showdown. Don't miss it when the Greek Freak gets unleashed. Bucks, Celtics, on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Wednesday at 6:30 on WISC TV3.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, the holy month of Ramadan has begun with no ceasefire for the Israel-Hamas war. We'll have new reporting on the efforts to get aid into Gaza and why President Biden and Netanyahu are not seeing eye to eye. We've got that and more news tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
A Verona teacher is on leave after an email he sent to students. I'm Catherine Merck with more coming up at 6 about the online speculation about his employment.
I'm Maddie Heimshaw, News 3 now at 6. We look forward to News 3's Day of Warmth and how community members are providing for those in need.
And finally tonight, go ahead, you can admit it, you've already finished off that box of Thin Mints or 3 that you bought from your neighborhood Girl Scouts. The organization is much more than just cookies. Tomorrow is National Girl Scout Day, recognizing the group and the millions of girls who are members. The Girl Scouts of America was founded on March 12, 1912. The organization began as a way for girls to take part in service projects and outdoor adventures, and those cornerstones are still a part of its daily mission. I'm a proud Girl Scout, but it's still all about the cookies.
It's all about the cookies.
Yeah.
And actually, this is good cookie eating weather in a way, because you can have the cookies and eat them, and then with the temperatures as warm as it's going to be, you can go outside and walk or run it off. Right?
All right, that's a good plan. Yeah, it's nice out tonight.
It's gorgeous. Look at this, Susan. 6 o'clock when you tune in, temperatures are on 61. You might want to dial in at 10 o'clock to talk about temperatures in the 50s. Unbelievable for this time of year. Coming up at 6, though, we're going to be talking about that weather system on Thursday. See that peak there. Widespread precipitation chances. Most of it's going to be in the form of rain, but some of it could be in the form of snow. So at 6 o'clock, we'll be tracking the snow part of that weather system. Then as we march out towards St. Patty's Day, you're going to have to wear a lot of green, as I was saying earlier. Temperatures around 44, and spring's going to start off on the cool side.
All right.
Comparatively.
Thank you, Alex.
Sure.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you back here tonight at 6.